Hello and welcome back to a continuation of Front Mission 4. Where we left off, the Durandal team was sent by the European Community Assembly to investigate the German military base attacks. We found a camp of the unknown attackers north of Germany and were promptly ambushed. We fought off the couple straggler wanzers that attacked us, and now we're going to continue from there. All right. There was nothing in the boxes they left behind. They did a good job of covering their tracks. Roger. Hermes, anything on your side? I wonder. Did you find something? Come look at this. What is it? It's code from a microchip that barely made it in one piece. It's from one of their wanzers. It looks like a file from a like parts stabilizer program. Is it enough to be used as evidence? Every wanzer manufacturer has its own bipedal locomotion stabilizer program, and they're top secret. You can usually identify a wanzer's maker by looking at the program's quirks. Can you tell which company this one is from? Is it from the EC? The OCU? The OCU stands for... oh goodness, the... You know what? We'll just take a quick look. The Oceania Cooperative Union. I always want to say like community, but that's in the EC. And this is Japan, Australia, Southeast Asia. I need to run some more tests to be sure, but I'd say it looks a lot like Dmitri Corp's program. Dmitri? The Zaftran Corporation? The Republic of Zaftra being Russia and a bunch of ex-Soviet Union states that rejoined. Yeah, but this doesn't tell us if these wanzers were actually made in the Republic of Zaftra. But Zaftra doesn't export wanzers. And I can see no reason for Zaftra to attack Germany. Yeah, I know. There isn't one country in the world that's at odds with Germany these days. Well, at least we've managed to find some kind of lead. But we need to have it analyzed further by the proper authorities. Let's go back to the German base. Why are we going back there? Can't we go straight to the investigation headquarters? We didn't tell Wagner we'd be coming here. At the very least, we have to tell him where we've been. Sweet. It doesn't look like there are any more hostiles nearby. Still, we'd better make sure our wanzers are properly equipped. Man, I didn't think we'd get into a firefight. From now on, we'd better make sure our wanzers are ready. If we set the armor on our wanzers to a certain type, it should lessen the damage we take from the weapons of the corresponding type. For example, tutorial. If we set our armor type to fire resistant, with the little fire icon, it should absorb a third of the damage from missiles and grenades. There are two other armor types. Piercing resistant armor, with a bullet, lessens the damage taken from machine gun and rifle rounds. Impact resistant armor, with the little 3 dots, lessens the damage taken from shotgun rounds and melee weapons like knuckles and rods. It'll pay to remember that. It might just save your life. It is kind of important. Just checking to see if they had anything extra, because sometimes they do. All right. We'll look at the wanzer stuff in a second. Let's do the pilot setup, because we just had a mission. So that means we have some EP to spend. I am going to go ahead and snag the max AP. You know, we'll just buy this up. I think I need like 20 to upgrade. Yeah. So that's fine. And we'll just equip these battle skills so that we have them available. And Zed, we haven't gotten any from. So let's see what we got. Max AP, AP charge, skill slots. We already got 4. Missile level +1. Weapon level is always like priority, so we're definitely going to do that. Fixed damage 100, which does reduces damage from attacks between 100 and 200 points to damage to 100. Man, I just like completely mind blanked there. Sorry, guys. And shield bash. Counterattacks with equipped shield. The shield must be selected as the counterattack action. Z doesn't have a shield equipped right now, so that's not useful. And honestly, I don't know that I'll equip a shield on him. Usually, because missiles have so little ammunition, and you have to have a melee weapon equipped to be able to do a melee attack, I have a melee weapon equipped on him, and that's usually enough weight with like 2 missile weapons and a melee weapon that usually caps out his available power supply, which we'll get into in a second. So what I'm going to take instead are the 2 AP ones, because missiles also consume a lot more AP, and so moving and then shooting is a little bit harder. Without it, you could potentially move far enough that you then can't shoot your missiles because you don't have enough AP. So we'll just keep that topped up. We didn't get any battle skills for him, so we're good. And Hermes has no EP, so we'll leave that alone for now. There's no, there is a battle tutorial. I may do that in a second, and then whether or not I include it, who knows? We'll see. Let's take a look at the Wanzers. Okay, so I just set the armor type to impact for all 3 because I don't think we have to deal with missile weapons from enemies for a bit. And honestly, they usually seem to have shotguns, if I remember correctly. So we'll just set it to impact for now. I may be wrong, but that's okay. A couple of machine gunners aren't going to hurt. We now have Hermes' Wanzer available to us because he's going to be available in the next mission. And there's not really much to do because there's no store for parts yet. So there's nothing really to swap out. I could change the color, but the color options are pretty light right now. So I'll leave that alone for right now. And so Elsa's Wanzer is once again the machine gun and shotgun assault Wanzer. Zed's got a heavier launcher Wanzer with his dual missile launchers and a melee weapon. I think one of these buttons lets me boost the color. There we go. We can like boost the brightness in here so you can see the colors a little bit better. And then view it. And then Hermes has a different Wanzer. What parts are these? Giza. And he has a different backpack on, which is a mechanic backpack. It does some repairs. It's a very basic one, so all it really does is repair or restore. A repair heals a part that's damaged, and a restore replaces a part that's been destroyed with a little bit of health. And you can kind of see the repair ratings there and how much AP it takes to do. Later on, you can use them to remove status effects that have been placed on wanzers, but since we don't have anything that does status effects right now, we don't really have to worry about it. That is him. Because I didn't do a view of Elsa's. Elsa is in a zenith, which is like one of the iconic wanzers of the series. It's like the zenith and the frost are like the two iconic wanzers, and we'll see a frost once we start the B story, I think. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. And then I'm going to do a simulator. And then if it seems interesting, I'll keep it. If it doesn't seem interesting, I'll cut it and I'll see you in a bit. It's only a little bit of EP from the battle simulator, but it's enough to buy some stuff for Hermes. I know I normally say evasion is important, but repair plus is kind of important. Let's take a look at his battle skills. Raises evasion to 150%. Lowers all of the target's weapon proficiency levels by 1 for the duration of the battle. That's pretty good. All damage to the wanzer's body is transferred to its arms, inapplicable on wanzers with weapon arms. And it even animates. He puts his arms up in a defensive post in front of his body. And then Repair Plus, which raises the amount of HP restored by repair backpacks by 20%, stacks with other Repair Plus abilities. So we're going to buy this because when we need him to heal, we want him to heal the best. So we're just going to equip that. And I know I got some EP from everyone else, but honestly, we're not going to worry about that right now. We'll just do a quick save. Just save over that one. And we'll take off from here. All right, so we have all three. Elsa in her Zenith, Zed in his Wild Goat, and Hermes in his Giza. I'll take a quick look around. We got a striker with, good melee. We got a helicopter. And we got shotgun, and a helicopter. Oh, good. I was going to feel really bad if I gave everyone impact armor and then found out everyone had machine guns. It's kind of a crapshoot if you don't know what you're facing, to what armor to take, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. Like, you're not too punished, and usually there's like a mix of guys so that even if you take something, there's probably a guy that's going to do that type of damage. Even fire. I think the helicopters... Oop, that was not the right button. What is it? Nope. Oh, I may not be able to do it from the staging thing. I think the helicopters also have like an unguided missile that does fire damage. I am going to focus on this side first. So I'm going to put Elsa there. I'm going to put Zed behind her and Hermes off to the side. Alright, so these are our objectives: destroy all the enemy units, and they're going to attack our transport that has the evidence, and so we need to protect it. It's got a lot of health though, it'll be fine. Yeah, okay, so now I should be able to take a look at him. Oh no, these just have machine guns. Okay. Later on, they'll have rockets as well. And so, like, you really want to stay close because the machine guns do less damage than the rockets do. Alright, so we're gonna go up to this guy. This guy has just knuckles. So, as long as we're not adjacent, we'll be fine. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a missile. That's fine. And then we're going to get him close, but not too close. And we're going to attack. And then we're going to do the same. We're going to get her close, not too close, and also attack. Ooh, he dodged. The melee wanzers tend to be pretty good at evading attacks. They usually come in two varieties. They're either very tanky because they're using the missile platform parts, or they're very evadey because they're using an assault platform parts. They've started in on the attack. So every time I attack now with them, I'm going to scoot them back a little bit. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna attack these guys. Spread some initial damage out, just so that they're not as tanky. All right, and we're gonna drop back 2. Do an attack. It's not as accurate at this range. Really evadey. We'll probably leave him there. That's okay. He will die. Oh, and he's coming for me. With shotguns. The helicopters are probably going to move in either this round or next round. Everyone can keep dodging each other. Sounds great. Alright. Not a lot of room to move. But we're just going to try and stay out of his melee range for sure. And be a little bit extra so he's got to move extra far. Oh good, we're actually hitting. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just hit him again. Move him one. He does less damage, so we're just gonna like keep him more accurate. And that guy can no longer dodge because his legs got blown up. There we go. I'm not as worried about the helicopters, because they only have like the one body part, so they tend to go down really quickly, because the damage doesn't spread to multiple parts. If I can get this guy down to no arms, I'll leave him alone. If I can kill him, that'll be even better. Perfect. I'm just gonna keep hitting this wanzer. He won't be able to dodge now. Scoot him over. Such a big plane, and it fits 6 in that tiny thing. The picture of the interior here is definitely like TARDIS grade, bigger on the inside. Baloney, because there's no way there's enough room for that size difference to be 6, 3 on one side, 3 on the other, with a big space in between. Alright, we're just going to sit right here, and we're going to focus on this guy. And we're just going to keep focusing on this guy. And he's done. So we'll start focusing on the helicopters next. Ooh. He's trying to go for a trick shot there. Alright, so we're going to start with this guy. Go ahead. Go after that helicopter. The helicopters also don't ever evade. So they're just giant single body part targets. And it's great. We're trying to see if we can knock that arm out so we can leave him alone for a bit. Not quite. But he's almost dead now. Hermes, take on arm. Maybe take him out? Nope. He's definitely dead next round. Still going for the style points. It's not going to do him any good. He's still going to die. I mean, if Hermes could finish him off. One last trick shot, huh? I can use Elsa on the helicopters, which would be better since she does more damage. Alright. And you're going to missile the one that you can reach. So close. And you know what? You're going to get nice and close. Maximum accuracy. I'd be using the shotgun? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's right. I switched her to the shotgun last round. That was silly of me. I think the machine gun does slightly more damage, so I really should switch that back. It is getting dark. The enemy will be harder to hit. Missiles are not hampered by darkness, but if you want to hit your mark with firearms, you must get closer. It's a nice little tutorial about the different times of day that the missions take place in. Sometimes they change mid-mission like this. Sometimes you get weather changes as well, very rarely, and they all impact your ability to hit things, which is nice. Get a nice variety. Zeed, finish this helicopter with your missiles, because you are not hampered by darkness. Your missiles have lock on. And remember to switch back to the machine gun. There we go. And next round, this guy's dead. Finish him off. It's a good chunk of change. Good amount of EP.
I see you're still in one piece. Yes. We'll be returning to headquarters to analyze the evidence we found. What about you? I must stay here and clean up this mess. But of course. Ready to go when you are. Did you see? On the monitor.
Yes, Wagner's irises, they were red.
And those tactics he used, I've never seen them before. The Blauer Nebel's secrets run deep.
Yes.
Awesome. We're gonna do an update. We're just gonna save there. Why not? I have the slots to spend. So a bit of context on those red irises. I don't remember if they ever explain it specifically in this game, but in Front Mission, in the other games at least, there is a background of people trying to create like the ultimate either pilot or wanzer. I'm gonna spoil the first game. In the first game, there was a scientist who was harvesting the brains of wanzer pilots to take their combat experience and put it into the wanzer's combat computer to improve its accuracy and evasion capabilities. So it's not quite the pilot fully piloting the wanzer. There's a lot of computer assistance going into effect, and this was a malicious way of trying to improve that capability. And those experiments like set the whole plot of the first Front Mission game forward. And throughout the series, there have been multiple attempts to do similar, either make the wanzer supremely capable, or to supercharge the pilot's reaction time to make them extremely better. And it usually goes very poorly for everyone involved. And I don't know if that's related, and I don't know how they explain it in this, so I guess we'll find out. Let's continue. And that is all we have to report, sir. Here is the microchip in question. I see. Thank you. You are not surprised? Does it seem that way to you? It is probably because I am still in a state of shock. Truly, I am. German soldiers were butchered by unknown assailants for no apparent reason. But I must be calm, as leader of this investigation, and as an officer of the army. I know this is a different voice than what I did last time. I don't know. It'll probably keep changing. I train my men, harshly at times, so they are always ready to repel any enemy that would threaten our country. Not many officers in the German army think this way anymore. Most of them are more concerned with furthering their careers than training their men. If it were not for them, this tragedy would never have happened. Will our findings be announced immediately? We will most likely announce that certain evidence has been located. But that is for the EC Assembly to decide, not me. I would advise you to return to the United Kingdom and wait for the official announcement. But we cannot. We must investigate further. We neither know the reason for the attacks, nor if Zafter is truly behind this. That is work for politicians and diplomats. Your job here is done. As leader of this investigation, I order you to return to your headquarters immediately. Dismissed. Yes, sir. We will be on our way. Come, Elsa. All right. You, wait. Yes, sir. Your subordinates seem to make it a habit of questioning their superiors. I remember another time, long ago, where your subordinates ignored my direct orders. I would advise you to train them better. Good day, sir. I'm terrible at accents, and my accents are terrible. It's a good synergy. I admire your tenacity, Elsa. Oh? What you said in there was right. As long as we are part of this investigation, it is our duty to see it to its end. It is our duty and our right to do so. Zeed. Let's go home, Elsa. To Durandal headquarters. Let us go. Excuse me. Hey, you. Wait. Hmm? You're a member of that team that's investigating the attacks on German bases, right? Mind if I ask you a few questions? And who exactly are you? What do I look like? I'm a journalist. Oh, hey, but don't worry. I don't belong to any of the papers. I'm a freelance writer. I specialize in nonfiction. You know as well as I do that we can't answer any questions. And this area is off limits to the media. I won't call security, but you should leave before they find you. Hey, give a guy a break, mister. It's not easy making a living freelance, you know? Hey, you his secretary? Come on, help me out here. Secretary? You are very entertaining, sir, but if you do not desist, I will call security. All right, I'm leaving. For today, at least. See you around, little Miss Secretary. Wait, I'm not a... Come on, little Miss Secretary, we're leaving. Seed! Awesome. Good times.